Nice to meet you, Jay. How can I help you?
Uh, my question's kind of
I have a favor
simple.
to ask. I can hear myself talking in the background, and that kind of messes me up because I'm trying to
Yeah,
focus
I
on you.
turned
And yeah.
it just turned off.
All right.
And yeah, here's a question. I was approved for Social Security back in 2019 or so forth, and I'm a long-term disability with my employer too. Now I went through my first CDR last year, or about a year and a half ago, and I have so many doctors I see for so many multiple conditions. I had an acoustic neuroma tumor, which it damaged several nerves, so I had like chronic migraines, chronic pain,
Mm.
facial palsy, tons of different issues. And I've seen pretty much tons of doctors up and down the East Coast. But when it comes to the CDR in the short form, it only asks for like 3 doctors and a few different um, few doctors and something else. And I have to list like up to 30 different people I've seen. And when I did that last time in the short form, they made me fill out a long form, which took like forever. So I was wondering what perhaps the next time I get a review to make it quicker on the short form.
I am trying to recall Attorney Brown's strategy on this, and I believe it was. And if you don't have the course, we can make sure that we get you the CDR course, How to Survive It. But if working from memory, I believe it is to mail it in, the short form, and
Yeah,
to include as an additional on the bottom. There's a remark section somewhere in there, say see attached,
yeah.
and then list um, all the other doctors.
And that's exactly what I did. So the short form, like instead of 3 pages, it turned out to be like 15 pages. And then
Yeah,
I sent back and yeah.
that's exactly it. That's you're spot on there. So you had a review a year and a half ago. Do you know when you're scheduled to have another one?
No, I think I may be on the 3 year schedule, but I think it was like a yeah, about a year ago or so it was approved in
Okay,
yeah,
okay. And how old are you, Jay?
53.
53. And is your birthday tomorrow like the other Jays, or do you have a different day?
No, mine passed about a month ago.
Oh, all right. Well, happy birthday to you too.
Yeah,
Um, okay. Yeah, I mean, I thank you for tuning in. It sounds like you're just executing perfectly for your CDRs. Is there anything else on your mind I might be able to help you with?
yeah, how I can get excellent CDRs from multiple different doctors and have them fill them out. How often should they be updated and sent in to Social Security?
Only when they ask.
Oh, I mean the form that they fill out when you're talking about letters, and they not the CDR itself, but
Oh, the
the
RFCs?
paperwork. Yeah, yeah. How often should I send the RFCs in?
So for the RFCs, the uh, when you get your next CDR, just execute it as they ask, and you can provide you can provide additional information at that time if you like, which could be the RFCs, and that would be a good time to do it. If you're between CDRs, don't stir the pot. That's the advice that I've gotten from the experts. Just let it ride. Um, because
Okay.
I've heard, of others that are like sending their doctor's appointments and they got a new medication. It's just, yeah, you don't need to do that. Hopefully, you'll never hear from them again. That could be, but at 53, it's likely you're going to have at least two more um, reviews.
Well,
So,
here would be a final question then. So when you list all the doctors down and so forth, it comes to a huge. I forgot what I was going to ask. Sorry. Yeah, I'll leave it there because I forgot what the question I was going to ask.
oh, it's all right. maybe it'll come back to you. So you were wondering when you fill in all the doctors, there was something associated with the
Oh,
doctors?
yes.
Okay.
I just put all their information down. The amount of paperwork that would be required to be collected by me would be in the thousands of pages. I'm not kidding. So last time I didn't send any of the medical doctors this up. I just sent them the information to contact the doctors. Is that fine?
That's exactly what you should do, because s- there are some that do this work out there that suggest sending in medical records for the approval process and that, but I have found that not to be a good practice because if Social Security in your situation would like your medical records, it's their responsibility to request them and to make sure that all of the required information is in the file. Now, if you do it and you give them a stack of say 500 pages and somebody spills coffee on like 50 of them and they only put 450 in, right? So I just suggest you stay out of it. Or it could end up that you provide them and so do they. You've got 450, but there's actually 500 pages and they're going with your 450 and they miss some because the duplicates are another issue. So I am, my position is only provide medical records in the event that they cannot get them.
Okay. And the conditions are just going to slightly deteriorate over time. I'm just thinking at this point they just look at all my case and they don't even want to deal with it because it'd be so much paperwork and to go through when they have so much others to deal with, which would have tons
Yeah,
of.
yeah, I mean, could be, but what I just my thing, Jay, is just focus on doing your doctoring, doing what you can to get in the best position that you are. So, and just let them do their thing. I mean, it sounds to me like you're going to be totally fine, but people get caught up. They get consumed and over anxious about it. And there's really not much you can do to control the process except for go to the doctors, get your limitations in there, and provide the information when they request it.
Oh, okay, sounds great. So just stay low key until next CDR
Stay
review
low
and
key.
contact you with any questions at that
Yep.
point.
Yep. Go have some fun, do something. Keep in touch with us. Let us know how it goes. Um, yeah, we're here to help you. Good to hear from you.
Thank, good to hear. Nice talking to you again. You have a great day. I
All
really
right.
appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks now.